rolling the roll in the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top. Tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail, cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh.
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and of course rain, and we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Seattle Seahawks. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he connects with Ertz. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
The 16-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Wilson's
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run with Taylor, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
a gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So
my God,
a big call coming on 3rd down.
I don't know if Madden's gonna are you gonna just let the computer run a fucking play? I don't know how much more how many more bones you're gonna get on this fucking drive. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Take it. Take it. Madden's gonna give it to you anyway. That's fucking incredible.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Tua. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. On second down, Tua. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Tagovailoa's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up the 3rd.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
To Zach Ertz.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the turnover, it's Tua. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The 45-yard line.
2nd and 6. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And Shark calls it in. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Shark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Plays and out.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Jonathan Taylor.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
rushing numbers for Wilson. Maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On first down, Wilson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Good for a Seattle Seahawks.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score, Seahawks 14, 49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Complete.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, 49ers.
2 now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Julian Okwara able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
22's coming, 22's coming. Mike, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. No pass.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
From midfield, here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, that'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Taylor. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, an athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Box 22, box 22. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the gun, Wilson. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Wilson now, operating from the gun. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
On the keeper.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Reload.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On the tackle.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
The 38-yard line.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
For a Seahawks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
55 is mine, guys. 55. I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 14 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 38. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 30.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wilson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
43-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Check, 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 check.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run it with Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jacobs. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
11 more on that one and another first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And 13.
Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 brings up second and
back
3.
to throw.
The 10-yard line.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boy, sort of an interesting approach. I thought definitely they were going to go for 2, just line up to get that 3-point cushion. Instead, they go the fake route, the fake PAT, but it worked.
I can't believe they actually fell for it because when they scored to go up 1, you had to think to yourself, they want to get it to a 3-point margin, right, to make sure a field goal doesn't beat them. Instead, you're standing around. I would go ahead and say, kick it. Go up by 2. We'll be fine with that. And guard against the fake. The fake got him. What a shocker.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
6 brings up 3rd and inches. Tonight's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners, they fall a game under 500 now and 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank...
Maybe I overreacted a little tiny bit.